the complete feed, it is nothing but a blending of roughages and concentrate ingredients together, and it will be supplied as the sole feed to the animal so that the nutrients are available in optimum proportions and quantities. So it is nothing but balanced diet. Balanced diet having blending of both roughages and concentrates. Here in this complete ration with crop residues, we are taking crop residues as roughage material, because our objective is to sustain the farming system and to get the more profit or benefit to the farmers. So the advantage of complete feed, so it is definitely it is reduces the feed cost. That is the most important advantage, and increase the scope for using of cheap and bulky byproducts. If you want to utilize crop residues, unpalatable crop residues, then this complete feed system will have access. So that is the important advantage of complete feed. Then avoids refusal and unpalatable portion. So there is no choosing or selectiveness of the feed particles or feed resources, and there will be less wastage of the feed material. Then better feed consumption and utilization, and definitely when come to the storage of the space, because when you store the crop residues in a normal as such form or loose form, definitely they will occupy more space. So to increase the bulk density, you have to process it either in chop or grind or pelletize or making it to block. So definitely they will accommodate more quantities in little space also. So that's what increase storage space. Then easier transport, then already I mentioned, and feed bank. So this is the most important point we should observe. So because feed bank, that means whenever there is natural calamities like drought will come or flood comes, we have to prepare all these complete diets, and we can store, and whenever there is necessary, you can transport these feeds to the required areas. So actually that's what these are called feed banks. Another important point is stable rumen environment. So the rumen usually the environment usually will be having the pH. So the optimal pH will be around 5.5 to 6.5, so that for the microbial digestion, so that the pH will be stabilized. So because what will happen when you supply concentrates, there will be more digestion of carbohydrates, breakdown of carbohydrates, and especially if it is rich in starch, and it will synthesize lactic acid first. So this will may reduce the pH further, and this reduced pH will have negative impact on the cellulitic bacteria. To avoid all these things, so if you supply all together, the rumen pH will be stabilized, and there will be supply of all the nutrients at a time. So that is the important objective of feeding complete diets, and fluctuation in the release of ammonia. So this is minimized. If you supply concentrates and roughages separately, what will happen? The concentrates will have protein, and that will be protein degraded by microbes into ammonia, and this ammonia is released. The roughages are fed later. So then this ammonia is captured and again going to the liver, and where it is converted to urea, and again recycling, and all these will be doing. So when the roughages are available along with, so that these will be utilized, the roughages are utilized, and cellulose and hemicellulose and degraded and converting into volatile fatty acids at the same pace or same rate and efficiently. So that is the important point we should consider here. Then better utilization of non-protein nitrogen, stabilization of the acid to propionate ratio. Then some reduction in methane emissions. So this is more important, because when you feed separately the crop residues or any roughages, so there will be more production of methane. So definitely the digestible energy which is being wasted in the form of methane emission can be utilized efficiently by further post animal. So then improved productive and reproductive efficiency. Definitely the nutrient utilization will be affected, and also because especially in the concept of complete feed system, so I told that is the optimum fermentation, optimum environment will be maintained in the rumen, so that the pH will be optimum pH will be maintained. The complete diet will be considered the best system of feeding to the small ruminants. Then improvement of bulk density, because there is a 500% increase in bulk density if you grind the crop residues. That much of the is in the bulk density you can observe, and so that you can transport easily to wherever it is required. The feeding of complete diets with crop residues which are going to waste will help in production of more nutritious meat, improvement of reproductive efficiency, better animal health status, and definitely with good monetary benefits to the farmers and making wells from waste. Thank you.